Hello and welcome to a little build. Now guys, this is going to be unconventional because I'm going to build from the inside out. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to probably concentrate on a room at a time. Just purely out of time consuming because I am in work and realistically I should be working. But it's just the way it is. So let's have a look. I'm going to go the cyan wall. So for now, let's just chuck this in. I'm gonna go see how far we can go here. Now, guys, I am sorry if it's a bit slow on it because I'm really not too great on it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. So what we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we'll stick with 13 for now. And we're going to do the same this way. So this is going to be really annoying on this phone. How I miss my Xbox so much. So we're just going to go 13 by 13 for now. Now guys, this is not necessarily going to be concrete. Purely out of the fact that this is, you know, just the way it is when you start building like this. So what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3. So let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, basically we're going to do this whole square as 13, so it's just literally going to be 13 squared. This is going to be really annoying, so the best thing I can do is probably come around this way, start knocking out some of this. Now if I get chance, I will try and do it on my Switch, because the difference is when I can create a world on a console, I could also add the basement. Because obviously on a flat world you can edit the layers. I don't know if I've got one too far or whether that's perfect. And the whole reason we're doing this from inside out is because I'm hoping it will cut a lot of mistakes. Another reason is that it should be much easier to follow what I'm doing. And we concentrate on the inside, which a lot of people weren't too happy with the last time I'd done it, and also hopefully you should be able to hear me a lot better this time around. Now guys, I'm sorry if you can hear that heater, but honestly my beanpole will fall off if I don't. It is freezing here at the moment. I'm just literally sat in my cabin and I'm really not up for freezing my nuts off. Ah, this is gonna take so long. Boom, 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 boom. So it's so cold. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this is gonna take forever. So basically, this is what we're working with. This is our room. We're gonna try and see how far we can get with it. Basically, I think for now we're gonna sort of chuck in some sort of clay out of. So we're gonna use the white terracotta this time. Everyone complained last time it's not pink. I was like, well, actually, I remember it being pretty pink. But just to save the arguments as such, we'll do it this way. So while we're in this corner, I'm going to spin around So we're building the wall around the cyan. So for now I'm gonna head back in, grab myself some wool, purple wool. So I'm gonna grab some purple wool, and the layout on this is horrible. So we're gonna grab some purple carpet and our music block, which I don't know where that would actually be, which is kind of horrible. Where would you be? There you are. We got our note block. So, first things first, purple wool, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then another layer directly over the top when it decides to behave and go there. And then we're going to do 1, 2 on the end, chuck our music block or note block on. Then we're going to put carpet on either side. Don't do that. And then we're going to chuck it over the top of the note block. And then just to be that little bit higher, we're going to do that. Then we're going to head back, we're going to grab ourselves a painting. Oh, that's an item frame. We're going to grab ourselves a painting. We're going to put it on the second block in. Now if you're not happy with that, you can go for like a more whiter picture. Then we're going to come next to that. We're going to grab ourselves some red sand block. I think it's called red sand block. Yeah, red sandstone. We're going to grab some of that. And then we're going to need our half slabs as well. So we're going to grab some red sandstone slab. And then we're going to put 1. And, oh, what are you doing over there? And 2. And then we're going to leave a gap of 2. And then we're going to build another 2 there. And we're going to head over to our sandstone slab and just fill in the gap like that. Now, for now, we're just going to knock these 2 out. And then we're going to head back in, grab some brick, and we're just going to plonk them in there. And then we're going to come around the back, because we know our wall is going to be here. So the best thing we can do is go 1, 2, because our wall is going to be on the first one. So obviously, we're going to have a wall there. And we still need our bricks to come out that little bit further. So we're going to do that for now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and spin back around, and we're on the back of our fireplace. We can knock these out because we don't want grass in our living room, and we may as well build this up the 2 high just to be sure that's where we want to be. We grab our white terracotta again, and we just fill up to that level, just so we know our fireplace is there. We're gonna literally build across, boom, boom, and boom, and we know we're gonna have an arch somewhere on this wall, so we're just gonna leave it like that for now. And for now I'm gonna replace the red sandstone with a bookshelf, wherever that would be. Not there, here. So we're going to grab ourselves a bookshelf, chuck that in, and then we're going to build that up in the very corner. So we've come across from our fireplace, we're now coming across to the very corner. I'm going to go 1, 2, let me just jump up, 3, 4. So guys, I'm trying to build this the same as I would on a console version, which is proven very difficult because all of this I need to still go in and sort out. Maybe it'll be much quicker from here. Let's hope I don't knock out too much I actually need. Now guys, if you're building this on a console version or on a version that you can edit the layers, I do suggest if you're building on a flat land, put yourselves in 10 to 15 layers, because my biggest regret last time was that I couldn't put in a basement. It really got to me because I basically got the full house done, only to find out that realistically I could build the basement door, but I could never do the basement purely because I only had 2 or 3 blocks to play with. And literally my houses are normally I try to stick to 5 at a door height, and that's purely for detail reason. And then I try to make it 3 wide. So if a glass needs to go in, or if it needs decoration in the center, it can literally just work out much easier. Now you can tell how unpracticed I am with the pocket version. I'm not a massive fan, I'll be honest. I'm really not. I love the fact that you could take it around with you, but obviously where I've got the Switch as well, this version I really don't need to play. I mean, I do now because the videos. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead here and fill in this a minute before we move on to getting some other bits done around it, because I need the floor there to start putting in the sofa. And whoop, 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 boom, 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 boom. Now hopefully we've got the size right. I'm hoping the dimensions are going to be enough to fit everything in. I think it will be, because it actually looks bigger than what it should be. Now I can deal with bigger. What I can't deal with is too small and then having to rip down walls and start again. And it just really doesn't work for me. And let's just have a look at our little reference picture here. I'm thinking, let's do another one there. Let's build this across. We'll take it up to the 2. So, oh, stop it. There we go. So we got our 2. Then we're going to come across next to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So let's have a look. 1, 2. Damn it! So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just plonk them back in there. Is that looking too far? How many bricks? No, I think it is just the mobile version. It just really messes with my mind. So, boom, boom, 1, 2, and done there. And I think I may as well add this around. But we're only going to put 1 cube, because we don't know for sure that this is exactly where we're going to be. But for now, we're just going to put it in. So we can start working out where we are ourselves. So the next best thing we could do is probably, I'm saying probably, I think let's grab the half slab. Would it really be in there? It's not. Oh, there it is. And we're not going to go for the darkest. We're going to go for the spruce wood. So we're going to swap our note block for the spruce wood. We're going to swap our painting for some sticks. Nope, not sticks. We'll grab fence. I try to keep these like neutral colors, or as light colors, because I really don't like the idea of it being too dark and then trying to not match it up. So we've got a choice really. We can go with the oak and hope that works, or we can go, yeah, I think oak will work, because the bookshelf is basically you know, it's basically that color on top. I need to get down so I can look at the front of this. So we're going to put slab all the way across this layer, all the way across the 6. So basically guys, you should have had 13 blocks. We should be 1, 2, 3. The 4th is there because we're coming around the carpet. So it should be just 1, 2, and 3. Then we got our slabs, which is 6. And then we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 if you're following the carpet. 5 once you start building around it. And we're going to take this slab and come 1 in you know, one in front, but leave in one off the ends. And I'm going to do again the same for the first. Now guys, these windows are annoying, really annoying, because they have to come outwards. There's no way around it. Now the option is that we go 1, 2 straight out, and then 4 across the front, or we do it as the angle to try and follow the design, and then have 2 at the front. So, okay, it is annoying, but I don't know. I think it works. It'll work. So we're gonna drop down to our bookshelf. We're gonna do it. Let's go across here. Let's have a look. We got 1. Looking at my reference picture, I'm thinking 1, 2, and our third will be there. Yeah, I think that's about right. And then we're going to put our fence post on top. Now we're going to chuck our bricks away, and we're going to get ourselves a glowstone. Nope, we're going to get a redstone lamp. I tell you why, because if we use glowstone, it's just going to glow all the time, and it's going to be really, really annoying. But it might work in the best interest once the walls are up, so we might change that afterwards. Then we're going to use ourselves red wool. Now the reason I'm using so much wool is because it is a cartoon. And the first thing to remember with a cartoon is when you use a cartoon, it's always got to be colourful. Or if a cartoon's bland, obviously, then you're following the design to make it bland. So we're going to go red wool, replace our redstone there. I mean, the problem we've got now is we can't match up with the redstone. So we're going to take our... we can get rid of the purple carpet, actually. So we're going to use the red sandstone again, but the slab. Or obviously, if you think you can, you know, choose a better colour, obviously go with it. If it looks better to yourselves, you just got to follow what you think is right for you. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to come across 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then start coming back around. And then we're just going to put our red sandstone in the middle. So we have our sort of makeshift sofa. Then we're going to put another bookshelf by the side. Obviously our fence on top. And our redstone lamp on top. And then we're going to come around. We're going to leave a gap of 1. And we're going to replace our purple wool with... let's have a look, what wool do we have here? Because this is kind of like a boring chair. So we're going to replace that with that. So what one are we using, sorry? Green wool. It's just a normal green. And we're going to go 1, 2, and then a gap of 1 there. Just like that. Plonk redstone in. So we end up with this. We've now got the piano, the chairs. I mean, the other option is build the chairs up a level higher and then use a full block as a seat. I personally don't like to. I think it looks a bit too overpowering when you do. The next thing I think we should do, what else do we need to do? We need to do the window in a minute. We need to start putting some arches in. But we really just need to know, I think that is basically everything. So if we come across here, we're going to go 1, 2. Then we're going to start on the third, I think. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me have a look. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We want a gap of about... this is horrible. Let's have a look at this picture. 1. I think... let's just check it out anyway. So let's leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 by there. And we're going to take this up 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think on the 5th one, I think it's going to have to be the 5th because we want the door to sort of stay its right height. So we're going to build that up to the 5. We won't worry too much about the walls around it just yet. So it leaves like a gap of 2. I think that's too short. I don't know. Is it not? Let's have a look here. To be honest, I'd rather the arch was that little bit longer. So I'm going to knock these 4 down. So we're going to extend this arch out by 1 more. So I could just build it off of that one to make sure it's all in line. Now how do we look? Have I still got enough room for a table in the corner? Let's hope so. What does it leave? So we got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we need a space of 3. So we're going to place a fence there and 1 more piece of fence, just 1 block the other side of the arch. Now what we're going to do is, I've never really done this before, I'm going to place some carpet down the same colour as the floor, because I don't really want to use complete full blocks. So I'm going to replace the green, we don't need that anymore. Then I'm going to grab some brown carpet, let's replace the red there. So basically you'll get the idea straight away. So we put 1 piece there, then we put our carpet across the top. So it kind of gives us the table without the height of a full slab. Just to make sure we can fit everything in. We can get rid of this for now. So we just want a stair now really. So we're going to go here. And we're going to grab the... I think we're just going to have to go for the normal oak wood stair because we need the sign as well. So we're going to replace our bookshelf with a sign. Where is the sign? Where are you, sign? It's probably back up here, is it? Now guys, I am sorry if I'm a little, you know, I say a little slow, but I know I'm slow. And it's purely because I just don't understand the layout on here. It's very different for me. Okay, maybe I should just use this option from now on. So what was we looking for? We were looking for signs. Or even item frames. We don't even mind what they are. And hopefully I can work out from here where the signs I'm actually going to find them. Somewhere here. There they are. The sign, put it in. So where would that be on this one? So I think it would be this one. Yeah, so it's where the bed is. So next time just remember, I need to remember, it's where the bed is. And then we're just going to plonk a sign on each side. I always hate this because it, see, I'm quite lucky. I thought I was going to have the issue then. I had a Minecraft update before and it would never let me back out of that. So then we're just going to build this up, the extra level, because we know we're there. We're going to come around on this side, 1, 2 and 3. Now I'm hoping 3 is enough. Because if we have, we've nailed it. What are we looking from a bookcase? Should we just do 3 on both sides? No, that's way too big. We'll do it like this for now, because the problem with the mobile is it never really shows things as it truly is. The perspective is so different. So we're going to need our 5th one on top to put our arch on, because we want our peak of our arch to be 5 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and our 5, because we want that peak of the arch, knowing that our 6th layer is going to be all brick. So let's have a look at what we're looking at. Yeah, we've actually got plenty of room, which is kind of crazy. So we can go ahead and fill this edge in. Guys, I'm sorry for the length of time it takes me to build. It's just really really not that easy for me to actually do it on mobile. I meet so many people that are like, oh my god, you should totally be doing it on the Pocket Edition. The phone is so easy to use, and it's like, I really have no idea how you could say that is so easy. I don't know if it's just where I'm getting older and maybe I'm just stuck in my way. Maybe I just... No, I refuse to believe that. So now we're going to grab some glass. I think for now we can chuck away the brown carpet. And we're looking for glass. Glass, please, come forward. So I think we'll go for the light grey. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab a light grey. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Because what you got to think is that's now 4. We already need the 5th layer. We're going to be lucky if it doesn't hit a 6th layer. Like with the peak of the arch. Which means already our living room is coming up to a size of about 7. Realistically, it's probably going to be about 8 blocks, because we can never be sure how many details are going in. But what it does mean you're sure of is that the upstairs then has to try and copy. So you end up with basically a lot bigger than you hope. But it can't be helped. I mean, I've been building long enough now to know that, like, it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. So obviously height is always better. Obviously I'm hoping this turns out better than my last, because I've now got rules in place that I kind of adhere to when it comes to building now. Just purely out of wanting to make sure that things will fit. So let's come down a bit. 1, 2. Now bearing in mind, the only reason I put 2 is because this second block, this one, will be our frame. So I'm not going to do anything with that just yet. I'm just going to go... oh, I'm stuck on the fence. Damn it. So I'm just going to go... Let's count these out. 1, 2, 3, and then on our 4th, we'll put that one. And then we'll do the same, of course, because we want to try and keep it looking as good as possible. And then we're going to come around, we know on this 3rd block, it's going to be literally to there. I don't want to go any further than that just yet, because we know we've got our stairs here. We know the arch doesn't come anywhere near this one. Let me just try and have a look. See, I don't want to go any lower than a 4 gap, so I'm going to leave it at one block here. So we've gone 1, 2, 3 after our gap of 3 for the door. Then we've come in 1. Then we're going to leave a gap of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th, smoosh it in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so we're right. We still want to do the same again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Realistically, I want it to come up to the 5, but I'm wondering if it's going to look dodgy. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll do a 4th one here. Now, do we want to take it up to the 5th? Or is it going to be too high? If not, we can always just fill it in and like take it down to 1 level, because I'm not too sure if that's going to be a little too big, really, you know. But in keeping, probably the best thing to do is actually keep it at that height. So now we're here, we may as well come to the end here, cut out 3. That means we've got 3 this side for the stairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down. Now guys, I'm not going to go much further for today. I'm just literally going to take it to there and then come back across and do the same for another row. Oh, it's fine. We dig a bit, we dig a bit. Who cares? So we're just going to... I thought we were taking that all the way down to a mining trip then. Obviously, I would like our stairs not to come anywhere before that arch. That would be the perfect scenario. But this is a build, and of course, we can't be completely sure, but for now, we're just going to dig it out. Then, ooh, now, I don't think, last time I used clay, and I don't know, it was a little bit dull, so I'm going to replace the red sandstone with the orange wall. So all of this gap we've now created, we're now going to be just chucking it. Damn it! I'm so glad I needed to get rid of them anyway. So I think I'm just going to use the cyan up until the arch. Now the orange wall, because now we're basically creating our hallway. And we should have a little cupboard at the end, but obviously until the stairs are there, there's no point us going too far, because we won't know for sure whether everything's going to fit. So for now, we're just going to come this far. I really can't get used to the perspective on the mobile version. It makes things look bigger and then smaller, and you really don't have a clue of if everything's going to fit. I just hope it looks the way I want it to. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to need the 4, I think. I mean, I could take it the 1 extra. Shit, will you stop doing that? Sorry about the shiz word. That wasn't cool. Now, I may make the stairs... I'm going to leave this row out for a minute. Because if I make the stairs 3 long, I would still need this 3rd block for the banister. So do I use... yeah. So I'm gonna cover this one in anyway, because I'm gonna need a rug to go down here anyway. Because obviously we want that green rug, so we use carpet for the rug. But it does mean the stairs are only going to be, you know, too long. Not really anything I can do about that, because we need the whole house to fit, not just one little part. So for now, I'm just gonna chuck that in. Yeah, I could just chuck that in for now, but obviously that'll probably end up wall instead. So I could chuck that there. Now guys, I'm only doing this a minute because I'm still working things out as I'm going along. I'm looking and I'm thinking, how are we looking? Now actually, I think we're making good progress. It's surprising how good things can look sometimes. Now, we can go across here with our white terracotta, because obviously we don't have brick on that side of things. So that actually brings the living room basically to an end. Now if we do the same as the other side, we have what was it? I think it was like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because we've already got our wall there, we can go 1, 2, and 3, and then put our second layer in, but leaving the door free because we want to put in the frame as well. Then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, 6 almost didn't go in. Then we're going to drop down. We might as well put our slab on the front, so we're going to go all the way across the front of the 6. Then we're going to come out to the front, 1, 2, 3, and 4, leaving off the 2 edges, and 1 and 2. And then we're going to grab our white terracotta again, and we're going to go 1, 2, upwards, and then 1, 2, like that. And let me just run across to the other end, just to make sure where we are here. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, ooh, because we've still got the garage to put on, or garage. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We could put on the 5th, because basically this house is going to be sort of the same each side. But obviously bearing in mind that our garage is probably going to come down here. Now I'm going to take that away for a second because that is not what we're doing right now. In fact, we shouldn't really be doing this side of the house at all, but because we've worked out the other side, I can't see how it's going to hurt. Until later when we're knocking them all down. No, we won't. We've got more room than we probably need, which is a big advantage. So we're building our windows all the way up to the 3. So now we've got this, we can now go ahead, we can build up our wall on this side and just take it up to the same level. Bam, bam. Right, this piece is freaking me out. I'm looking at that side, then looking at this side, and I'm thinking, oh my god, we messed up. But we haven't. So we're just going to build up to literally there. And if we swing around to the front, we should start to see the shape of the house coming along. Bearing in mind we've got this one. Take that all the way up. And then this one. And I got to build this one up because it's freaking me out looking at 2 uneven sides. That's how mistakes happen. So basically this block here is going to be you know, part of the frame, because you don't want the frame just on the outside, you want the frame on the inside. Otherwise on the inside it's just literally another door. You know what I mean? It's like a frame on the outside, then it's just a door cut into your wall, and it's just like ugh. Do we want to leave it here now? I think realistically I think we've done, well, we've done more than what I planned to do, literally at the moment. And I am sat in work, and I think I should do some work other than for myself. Considering someone is paying me to do a job. Yeah, so guys, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do for now. I mean, if you want to go ahead and start making this floor cyan, go ahead. But I can't guarantee it's going to be completely symmetrical. Because from what I remember from my last build, the garage kind of cuts in, then we've got like the rompus room. There is a little bit of a weird cut in the back. I'm not bothered. We're going through it from inside out. That was the whole point. So we build the inside together, then we start building the walls around it. We know we ain't going to have the problems later then of trying to squeeze in the inside into a house that's definitely not going to fit. So hopefully this is a start of something really, really good. And hopefully you guys can follow it so much easier. Now guys, if I am being quiet or you can hear this heater, I'm sorry, it's absolutely freezing here. I am in work. There is no way I'm turning this off, otherwise my bean pool, you know, it might just fall off. And I ain't willing to go home looking like that. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. Part 1 is done. Yeah, I mean, I think we've done well. Hopefully it hasn't been too long. Hope you follow. Oh yeah, of course. Push the button. Shout out for Push the Button. Check out his channel. I can't remember anything else I was supposed to do. If I was supposed to do anything else, I am sorry.